Hello, everybody. I'm Dustin Benzel, and welcome to an after Christmas episode. Yeah, I'll be putting this probably in the About Me playlist, which you'll probably notice already. But the Christmas has come and gone, and I just wanted to discuss a few things. And I'm probably going to upload this before my Pokemon XY anime discussion video that I just made a little bit ago and stuff like that. But one thing you're going to notice is that there is something attached to my neck right here. If you look very carefully, it is a webcam. Um, Now you're probably wondering, how can my webcam be here and yet you're seeing me right there? That's because I had enough money and I went out and got a better webcam. Now you're probably thinking, Dustin, what happened to that microphone that you wanted? Well, if you remember correctly, I said that if I couldn't get a microphone, because they don't sell them in stores, they don't sell good microphones and stuff in stores unless it's like one of the special stores and stuff like that, that I was going to get another webcam. Now, originally, I was planning on just getting another 270 camera or maybe a slightly better webcam, but I had quite a bit of money from Christmas and everything like that I splurged and got myself a Logitech 920, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, I believe it's called 920. Yep, C920. And it's probably the best Logitech webcam out there that you can buy in a store. So the video that you see might be of higher quality than my other videos. And now I want to address this because I'm going to upload this. There are still some videos stocked up that I still need to work on, edit, and upload them. And those are primarily my viewpoints and stuff like that. And I also have a special entertainment video that needs to be uploaded. That has to deal with my review of Smosh, as well as a discussion on a television show, a cartoon that was canceled, and I addressed why I disagreed with its cancellation, and why it was likely canceled, and I could be wrong. So, but anyway, you'll notice that maybe the videos that I'm uploading now are, sorry, are a little bit higher quality and stuff like that. So, hold on. So yeah, if their videos are a little bit higher quality and all of a sudden they start to downgrade, you'll know that those downgraded videos are because I recorded them with my old webcam, which is right here. Now, you're probably wondering, well, okay, you got a new webcam, so what's the point of this webcam? This particular webcam is for the microphone, which means you can actually hear me a lot more loudly and probably, hopefully, a lot more clearly. The Logitech C920 dual microphones is not exactly they're not exactly the best. They actually might be of higher quality and stuff like that, but I just don't really like them. Maybe because I have the wrong webcam capture software, since I'm still using Windows Movie Maker capture video stuff like that. So like I said, what's going on with me? Well, I got quite a bit of money for Christmas, probably more often than what I usually get for Christmas, which is everything like that. In total, if I'm not mistaken, I got approximately $145 in total for Christmas. However, unfortunately, I could not spend that in one location because a lot of it was gift cards from different places. So I got like a gift card for various stores, and $100 of it, however, getting was obtained from other things. Now, I'm not really sure how comfortable I feel like mentioning stores and stuff like that, but considering that they're probably everywhere in the world, I'm sure those companies wouldn't mind if I discussed them or addressed them and stuff like that. I mean, there have been paid shows where they name drop certain brands and stuff like that, and since this is what YouTube, I'm not really sure if product placement or whatever is exactly too illegal or FCC and stuff like that. So I want to be very cautious about name drop, but I might as well just tell you what I got. So not only did I get $100 of just cash, there was also I also got a gift card to Walmart, $15 gift card to Walmart, $20 Kroger card, as well as a $20 Amazon card. Like I said, I'm not really comfortable, but you can see that. So with that $100, I basically bought myself this C920 at a particular store. I don't want to say exactly where I bought it because I feel like that would be crossing a line, but I got it somewhere where they had a lot of electronics. So you can decide where that is. Is that electronics store? Okay, anyway, and the thing is, it was actually a pretty nice deal, if I'm not mistaken, because it was only about in total $80. Actually, it came out to like $79 and some change, but all you had to do is give them like $80 and you would pay for it. So, is it worth the $50 extra difference? Possibly. I don't know. I can't really tell the difference in the quality. It looks like it might be better, but at the very least, I do have a microphone. Now, I could have not gotten this webcam, and I could have spent $50 and got a really nice microphone. I believe it's a snowball. Yeah, you know about snowballs, don't you? It's a snowball thing and like that. And then there was a particular store you could get it for $50. Maybe used or something like that, or it would originally be $100 and stuff like that. Now, I could have gotten that, but here's my problem, and I think a lot of people problem have this. Sorry, I think other people have problems with this. The problem that I have with delivery is that I don't exactly trust the delivery system. Now, there is possibly no reason to be paranoid about packages and stuff like that. And, if I waited, I might get what I ordered and it'll probably be perfectly fine. I just don't exactly trust that very much. Because if you live in a big city that has electronic stores and stuff like that, you should be able to go to that store and pick up and purchase something and then take it home. Which is another problem, is that you have to wait for it to be delivered. And for certain cases, you may want to do something as soon as possible. Now, I realize I'm just being paranoid. Um, yeah, so I might just be paranoid, but I don't like the thought. I like the thought of being able to buy something from the store, bring it into the car, drive home, and be able to use it as soon as possible. I don't like waiting, and it's not because I'm impatient. It's just that for a lot of things, it just doesn't make sense to wait. Now, if this was like a special shelf or even a tripod or something like that, actually, I might get a tripod for this camera since it has a tripod. Is that it? Tripod? I'm a little confused. Anyway, there's a tripod little hole in the C270 that has it, that's on this thing and stuff like that. So I might be able to get a small tripod later today if I'm going to the store later today. So, yeah, like I said, I just have problems with delivery. For some things, it's okay. If you're going to pre-order something, you're going to have to wait and stuff like that. And I can wait for pre-ordered stuff like that. But if it's something that you should be able to go to the store and buy right then and there, just drive over there and get it and come home and play with it, that is something that I cannot wait on. And it's not because I'm impatient, but it's because there's no reason to be waiting for that product to come to you. So, yeah, I realize that not everything can be delivered so instantaneously and stuff like that, but I think it should be. Now, I really hope in the future that everything is not done online, because I will be against it completely. Now, the cool thing about online things is that you can buy anything. that you ordinarily wouldn't be able to buy at the store. Now, that is fine, but in regards to a microphone, what really annoys me is that you can buy these really nice microphones online of certain stores, but they don't have it in store. And now I'm going to name drop here, even though I've already mentioned it before, such as Walmart. I'm going to have to call you out, Walmart. There are 2 Walmarts, if not 3, although maybe. There are probably at least 3 Walmarts within good equal distance between each other in the area that I live in. Now, technically, there are only 2 Walmart stores in the city that I live in, and the third one is in a different city, but they're kind of equal distance. I mean, the one that is in a different city is a little bit further, but it's not like driving to the capital and stuff like that. It's only like maybe a 15-minute drive instead of like a 30-minute drive or something like that, depending on the distance and how fast you're going. Now, here's the thing. Now, I didn't check the other Walmart, and it may be different, but the thing is, considering that I live in a location that's very big and it has 2 Walmarts, you would think that it would cover a lot of items. Now, here's the thing. The Walmarts here do not sell microphones at all, which is very horrible. Now, the thing is, and I'm going to name other locations, is that Fred Meyer's and Best Buy, they do sell microphones from what I saw, but they're horrible microphones. They're the desktop microphones. One is a jack, and that goes from Fred Meyer's, and then there's a USB version of the desktop microphone that you can get at Best Buy. Now, here's the problem. I don't want a desktop microphone because they're horrible quality. Now, I didn't try the USB, but I wasn't going to risk spending $15 on something that the $10 microphone that I got at Fred Meyer didn't work the way I wanted to. Because as you can tell, the quality of the microphone that I have for the webcam is really good. The only way to increase it is to actually get a high-end microphone. And what annoys me is that for Best Buy and Walmart, I don't know about Fred Meyer's, but for Walmart as well as Best Buy, you can actually buy high-end microphones online. So that really disappoints me because I don't understand why there are certain things that you can only buy online. Now, maybe the reason why is because there isn't enough stock of this particular product and it's in a special warehouse for online purchases and stuff like that, because they can't exactly get a lot of that product to be able to sell in store. But you would think microphones would be very important, especially in this particular age. Now, webcams do the job good, as you can hear and see and stuff like that. But the problem is, I really wanted a high-tech microphone. And unfortunately, if I have to order online, then it's something that's going to have to wait, which is why I decided to get the Logitech webcam. Because if it is $50, I could easily save up $50. It could technically be chump change. I would have to probably wait even longer to buy a nice webcam, which is why I went ahead and got this webcam. So anyway, enough of that particular discussion. Um, I also went to another store, again, not name dropping, and I got a 24 pack of a soda, not naming any product, and 3 packages of chocolates. Two of them were pretty much of the same product, just 2 packages, and the other one was like a mix of that collection. Again, not name dropping. I think I've already name dropped many things already. I just don't feel comfortable name dropping because I don't want to get in trouble. I probably won't get in trouble, but I just don't want to risk it. Just because I'm a coward and I'm a pussy, basically. I'm a cowardly pussy. You're a pussy, Dustin. Probably. Nah. Sorry about that, Oh, come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Sorry. Anyway, for what else I got for Christmas that I didn't buy in the store, I still have about $30 that I'm going to probably take to the store later today and get some things. Maybe get like a $10 tripod or something that'll work for my webcam a little bit better so I can actually have a stand because I need a stand. I'm not sure if it'll work very well here, but if it works long enough, I could just set it like right here. Or, well, you can't see where I'm pointing, but it'll be over there and it'll probably be aiming at me because I don't know if I can find a tripod that would. Well, we'll see. We'll see when I look at the tripods when I go to a different store later today, if I'm going today. So what else? Okay. So what else did I get? Basically, the only other thing that I really got that's very notable is a really cool t-shirt that you may see in later videos. It's a purple potion color t-shirt and it's from Big and Tall. I don't know if that's a particular company. Sorry for the name drop, but it's a Big and Tall t-shirt and it comes in it came in purple potion and I really like it. I don't mind getting clothes for Christmas. I would prefer money, but nice clothes would be fine with me. Stuff like that. The only thing that I definitely don't want is socks or even boxers. Unless a really hot girl gave me boxers and wrapped around one of her panties around it and stuff like that, implying things, if you know what I mean. You didn't just hear that. Never mind. Forget I said anything. You know, so, so that's pretty much what I got for Christmas. It was an okay, decent Christmas. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more, not necessarily in presents that I got, but or received in sort of a materialistic way. But I was kind of hoping for something really good to happen, and that didn't exactly happen. So I just had an okay, decent Christmas. Wasn't the best, probably was one of the worst, but it was okay. It was an okay Christmas. Because at least I got a webcam out of it, and I still have $30 to go somewhere and buy some other things. Probably more snacks. I'm going to get some ice cream. No, who knows? Maybe I'll probably look at that particular store for other things and stuff like that. But we'll see. Basically, the most expensive purchase that I got was this particular webcam. So, like I said, I'm going to upload this for my Pokemon XY so I can explain this particular webcam that you see right here. I'm pretty sure you could probably already figure it out. But just in case you were probably wondering what this is, I'm using it as the microphone and stuff like that. So this pretty much covers this particular thing. I don't want this to be too long because there's no point. I know I talk a little bit this in my Pokemon XY anime discussion, but I feel like this would be the better video. Again, I apologize, I wasn't really thinking and I probably should have made this video first, but I really wanted to get that Pokemon XY episode out of there. As I said in the video of that you're probably going to see in my Pokemon XY, so you're probably going to see this first, so there'd be no point, but ignore I'm probably going to edit that out, actually. That I think about it, you're probably not going to see it. But anyway, I want to address something. It's very possible that I might not be able to do a New Year's special episode. Now, I have the video that I can use and stuff like that, and I can compile it, but I want there to be new content. Now, the reason why I'm not going to completely ignore this possibility is that I still have tomorrow that I can make videos of. Right now, I'm not a little certain on what's going on. I'm not sure if I can quite continue to make videos, but I guess I will try. But what I really need to do is when I get home, if I'm going to the store later today, is I need to work out a draft of what my New Year's special is going to be about. So, considering that the New Year's special will have to be airing on Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, depending on the situation, I will probably definitely upload this if I do have one probably on Wednesday before the 1st, or I may wait until the 1st to upload it, because just depends on the circumstances. So, again, for the following Saturday or Sunday, you're probably going to have to wait for my uh thoughts on the XY anime special. Hold on. I don't know why that happened. It is got battery, doesn't it? It's plugged in, right? Okay, fully charged. Okay. Sorry, the screen went black. I guess I've been talking too long and haven't been really doing much things. So this covers it. I don't want to go too long because my XY discussion is already way longer than I wanted it to. It's like 32 minutes and stuff like that. So this covers this video. I don't think I have anything other to discuss other than I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, or if you don't even celebrate Christmas, hopefully you had a good day. I know most of the stores were closed, but hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully nothing bad happened. Like that one guy who got mauled by his own dog on Christmas. That was awful. I guess I could discuss that real quick. It's not going to be a news segment that you would see in my news, things like that, but I just want to roughly go over it and stuff like that. Um, Apparently there was a pit bull that mauled and killed its owner on Christmas Day. What the hell? Um, my dad's waving at me, so I really need to finish this up and get ready to go. It seems like I am going somewhere. So let's quickly go over this. It's really horrible that the dog would maul its owner. Now, I'm not going to get into a particular big discussion. This may be saved for one of my news segments or something like that. But there are just some dogs that really need to just be put to sleep. Now, a lot of people are like, no, must not let the dog die, and stuff like that. But here's the thing, people. If you're going to attribute human qualities to dogs, including in severe emotions, and I might agree, the thing is, animals are never going to be as sentient as humans, at least in our lifetime. So unfortunately, as hard as it for me is to say, I like animals. I'm not exactly an animal lover. So all you animal lovers out there can just flip me off right now. But the thing is, animals need to be treated differently than humans because they are not humans. And I will stress this. Now, someone could be like, what about aliens that are sentient and stuff like that? Well, the thing is, animals are not sentient. We'll discuss sentient life versus human life if when we come to that bridge that needs to be crossed when sentient aliens are invading the planet or inhabiting the planet. For the moment though, animals need to be treated like animals because they are animals. Now, there may be a possibility of complex emotions that animals can produce, but I'm pretty sure it's not something that humans experience. It's not to the same degree. Now, animal experts may be able to disagree with me, but if a dog or any animal is being vicious and attacking a human, it needs to be put down. Now, a lot of people could argue, what about rehabilitating the animal? I personally do not care. I do not want to take that risk. I don't think that anyone should be doing their best to retrain an animal so it's not as vicious and not as mean. Because the one thing that people need to learn is that animals, more so than humans, are instinctual creatures. They do not give a crap. They do not have the same emotional feelings towards humans as humans may do them. So, I know it's wrong, but if an animal is being vicious and attacking, and depending on the circumstances, it should not be allowed to continue to live if it's serious. Now, if it's just a few bites and the dog knocks you over and nips you a little bit and stuff like that, then maybe the dog doesn't need to be put down. But if it kills a human being, I don't care. It needs to be put down. I don't care what you think. If an animal kills a human, it needs to be put down. And I don't care about the circumstances unless the dog was being tortured. If the dog was not being tortured and the animal just snapped and killed a person, it needs to be put down. Now, the only possible exception that I will allow this to happen in certain circumstances is if the species is endangered. Now, I wouldn't necessarily want to put an endangered species over the human species, but I wouldn't want an animal to become extinct simply because it was vicious and killed a human. If it killed multiple humans, then maybe. But if it only killed one human, maybe it needs to be like specially quarantined or specially locked up. Now, again, that might be horrible, but animals, if you're going to treat animals like humans, then for the most part, you should punish animals. Unfortunately, putting a dog in a cell probably isn't going to do anything. As harsh as it is, the only extreme punishment you can do to an animal is basically put it to sleep. Now, I suppose you could just kick the crap and beat the crap out of the animal, but that might actually be worse. At least if you put down an animal, it's at least humanely. At least they're euthanized and stuff like that. At least it's not painful. Might be a little bit painful, but it's a far cry from beating the crap out of an animal, which I don't exactly agree with. No, I don't agree with that at all. Anyway, I have to really finish this up because, like I said, I saw my dad. He was waving at me. It looks like I'm got to get ready to get going. So, thank you for watching this after Christmas uh, uh, uh when about me sort of thing. It's not has nothing to do with questions stuff like that. So again, I just made this video to address the webcam and other things. So in a moment or so, you'll probably be seeing me uploading the Pokemon XY special right after this. I just have to review the videos and then start uploading them to the internet. So thank you for watching and goodbye. I have a haircut. I'm shaving now. I promise I look better in the mirror than I do on camera. So once this grows back, everything will be fine.